Hello and welcome back to the shed. Okay, this video is an installation video for the Black Widow full exhaust system sent to me courtesy of blackwidow.exhausts.co.uk. I just want to say thank you to Lincoln, to Grace and to Chelsea in particular for handling my request and sending me the exhaust system. I did the unboxing video before this just to show you what was inside the package and what it came with, the fixtures and fittings and stuff like that. So on this video I'm just going to get the system on, get the old system off and have a listen. So stay tuned, thanks for watching another episode of Shed Talk.
I'm a product of my granddad's son, hard working hands and a job well done.
Okay, so just before we make a start on installing this exhaust, let's have a little look. So here are all the individual pieces and they are all numbered and they've got letters on them. So A, 1, 2, it's all corresponding on there for me. So that shouldn't be too difficult to follow. So the instructions are all there. I'm going to look through these now, going to get everything set up on the bike. Got the exhaust itself, we've got a fixing kit, we've got a clamp for the exhaust, some assembly paste for the exhaust, and that's about it. So let's give it a go. So the instructions are laid out really well. It gives me a list of things that I should have received and also what should be inside the little kit. I've checked that, it's all there, and the instructions are really good. It shouldn't be too difficult. They're quite self-explanatory. The first thing it asks me to do is remove the end can that is on my system. This comes with the bike. It's part of the decat, or not the decat, but it's part of the full cat system. So that's got to come off. And then we need to undo the lambda sensors on both sides and fit the new exhaust. So without further ado, let's give it a go. We'll get this one off and we'll carry on.
Rainy days don't seem so wet, stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were.
So as I say, helps to have the tools out handy. So there's my Barco set. Right, end can removed. So next job is to remove the lambda sensors, one on this side and one on the other side from this system, from the OEM exhaust. So let's get those off.
We watched the sun as it slowly crept from the horizon to the place we met. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know. Best thing that I'll ever know.
Okay, at this point in the video, my GoPro decided to glitch. So this next short section has some glitchiness on the screen, which I can't help. Weirdly, after 10 minutes or so, it stopped and the remainder of the video is absolutely fine. So I have to apologise. I have no idea why. Initially I thought it was the SD card has given up, but doesn't seem to be the case because it improved and the glitching stopped. So no idea why, but there we go. Technology, eh? So enjoy the rest of the video, and apologies for the little bit of a glitchiness coming up. Next job is... Okay, next job is to locate the 2 lower exhaust mounting bolts and undo them and remove. So that's one that side and one that side. So with that one there, just above the lambda sensor, and that one there. Okay, so now for the fun bit. So I've removed that bolt and removed that sensor, and the same on the other side. Now undo and remove the 8 exhaust downpipe nuts, then remove the whole exhaust system from the bike. Remove the old port gaskets and fit the supplied new gaskets if required. So we now have to get in here. So light's not brilliant, but obviously we've got a little bit of space there. It's going to be a bit tricky to film, but you can see 1, 2, and then obviously the others as well. So we need to get in there, we need to get those off. That's going to be a little bit tricky to film. Right, hello, welcome back. Right, this exhaust system now is off. Remember, there was the 1 bolt there, the 1 bolt the other side. Obviously make sure you undo the lambda sensors each side as well. Now what I'm going to say is, to get in there isn't easy without obviously moving the radiator, and you will need, definitely will need, a 10mm extension socket, and preferably the smallest ratchet you can find. Fit the new supplied gasket. So what they're saying is, in the box of tricks that they sent, Black Widow have supplied gaskets. So with the OEM system removed from the bike, the Black Widow front pipes can be fitted along with the new exhaust port gaskets. Do not fully tighten down the downpipes at this stage. Some adjustment may be required when fitting the rest of the system. Okay, now those downpipes are numbered 1 to 4. So looking at these, and a little bit of common sense, if we look at the angles, some of them are on slightly different angles, this one especially. So I'm assuming numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4 finally at this end, but I will double check that before I put them on. So give me a sec. Okay, so number 1, as I suspected, that will go on the left side of the bike as you're sat on top of it, and obviously they're numbered through 1 to 4. Let's just pop number 1 down there. Now what's really nice is, in the kit you've got these nice little gaskets that they sent as well. So where's number 4? Hang on, this is a bit fiddly. Right, so just remember to remove the gaskets. These copper gaskets from, let me get the torch. There we go. Copper gaskets removed. And then fit the new ones, which are supplied in the kit, nice and chunky. Obviously they fit onto the end in replacement. So number four will be on this end, which is the end that's nearest the can. So one on the far side, on the far left. So if you're sat on top of the bike, number one will go on the far left, and then coming back to number four. So I'm going to try and get them on now, just finger tight. I'm not going to, well, as I say, I can't hold the camera, can't get in there, it's a little bit fiddly, so I'm going to try and get these on now, get the gasket in, hold them finger tight, and yeah, back in a mo. Okay, so 4 downpipes on, and studs just a bit more than finger tight, just enough to keep the gasket in there, and obviously allow them to be moved a little bit should I need to. But those are on and those are in. So the next stage is, with the downpipes fitted, now use the supplied 50mm M8 bolt kit to secure the system to the lower right side. So that's to here, but in between there, obviously now we need to pair up the next set of pipes. So we're going to go with, this is 4 and 3, so if I have to attach it to here, I'm going to look for that. These are all labelled 3, 4, B, and there's your lambda sensor as well. Right, so just before I put these on, or in, I'm going to fit some of this assembly paste on. I'm just going to put it on the inside of here. It says resists vibration, permanent seal guaranteed, so we'll put some of that on. Obviously we've got the springs anyway, but it's not going to do us any harm to put some of this on, so let's give that a go. Voila. It's a bit messy, a bit mucky, says it's a bit of an irritant, so we'll get that off as soon as possible. Right, okay, let's just line this up.
I'm a product of my granddad's son, hard-working hands and a job well done. Skin as thick as railroad ties, and you could see kindness in his eyes. I didn't want to do what he did, but I always wanted to be just like him. Strong enough to stay and fight, a man enough to do what's right. His blood is in my own.
With the lambda sensor, I don't know whether you can see this. So obviously I want to put this back in, but if I just put that there now and then start screwing that, it's going to twist this wire. So I'm going to twist it the other way quite a few turns before I put it in there. Make sense?
Mama has a heart of gold, the sweetest soul you could ever know. She had a boy and had one more, to love and fight, what's a brother for? His blood is in my own.
It does say make sure the pipes don't touch the engine sump under here. There is a small gap there, so that looks okay. So it looks like I've got to repeat that the other side, so I won't bore you with that. So paste and then lambda sensor the other side. Okay, so underneath pipes 1 and 2 connected to A, lambda sensor back in. Actually, they do recommend, Black Widow do recommend that you follow the lambda sensor up and unconnect it at the top block inside, which I'm going to do after, and I'm going to reroute it slightly differently so that it follows a little bit of a different path. But for now, I've got it in. Just wanted to see if everything fitted really, which it does. System fits really well. Okay, so we now have to fit this pipe, which all connects. Yeah, it's all labelled up, A and B. That'll fit underneath and then route itself round. So I'm just going to attach that, get the springs on, and then we'll see where we're at. So let's get some more of that exhaust paste. Grab a couple of springs. I have to get around this side, I'm afraid.
Oh, when I was young, before the war was won, I haunted the metal, the hollow machine. Oh, the mighty guns. Battle lines, I heard the rumor rise, and I held to the iron with smoke in my lungs. Oh, the raging tide. Hey, 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 hey.
So, next part, with the downpipes and collector fitted, the outlet elbow section can be slid on and secured with a spring. There's no parts touching the sump underneath, nope. So there's a gap each side of the sump. Make sure that's there before you tighten everything up. It should be. Which there is a gap. Yeah, that's looking good. So, what have we got left to do here then? It doesn't move. So, that goes on there, and that fits behind there like so, and that actually lines up really, really well. But I am going to put a little bit of paste on the inside of here. So there we go, paste on the inside. So it's a nice looking bolt actually, that. Nice domed finish on the front. This is pretty cool. Washer at the back, obviously. I know it's all about the little touches, but that, I will say, is a lovely looking bolt. As far as bolts go,
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today, but when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes. Hey, my friend, we'll never say remember when, if we keep on making memories where we stand, where we stand. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old.
let's have a look. Where are we at so far? This is the design under there. How much better does that look instead of that ugly cat system? Lambda sensor in. Cool little bolt that they sent. Really nice. There's a little bit of TIG welding for you. Great quality. Springs in. Headers in. I'm about as tight as I can possibly get them without worrying about threads. But, you know, this has all got to settle. The stuff that needs to dry. Paste that needs to dry. But yeah. Right, so that just leaves us with the final section, which is the tasty can. So, link pipe with clamp over there. Whoops. Link pipe with clamp. So that will go on there. Then we've got the silencer with clamp to fit on to the end. We take off that little bracket there because that was for a different exhaust. And we put the spacer bolt through there so that the can doesn't touch the wheel. Right, obviously got the clamp there as well. So let's get cracking.
Well, I don't mind to slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor. I don't mind selling out or playing cover song, just as long as friends and family sing along. And I don't need more money or a faster car, no. Don't need a magazine to call me a superstar, no. I'm gonna take this little house and make a home, and then I'll never have to face my nights alone. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathing next to me. 2 by land, by air, by sea, and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say now.
golden loaves of bread down from the shelf, and how rare it is that I stay up past 12. In the backyard we are going to start a garden. If that don't sound mighty good, I beg your pardon. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathe next to me. Two by land, by air, by sea, and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say. Now, if they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. If they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. I don't mind the slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor anymore.
Okay, so I've had to open the back doors because it'll be a little bit noisy and obviously a little bit fumy. So I'm going to start it up for the first time now with the Black Widow blue tip carbon fibre exhaust on. All the clamps on, everything looks good. So we're going to give this a go. Baffle in to begin with and then baffle out. Apologise if it distorts, but it's about as good as I can get on a GoPro, I'm afraid. Right. Well, that was bloody loud, and that's got the baffle in. So, well, we'll take the baffle out and give it another little run before my neighbours complain. But that is a sweet sound, I've got to say. Okay, so I've brought the bike out away from where I live, just down the road to more of an industrial type area, because I don't want to piss off my neighbours. Those pipes are looking really nice actually now, started to change colour. Yeah, I don't want to piss off the neighbours because it is, I would say, pretty bloody loud with the baffle out, and I don't know how good it's going to pick it up. With this GoPro, with the microphone, it might distort a little bit, but we'll give it a go. So hopefully you'll be able to get a better idea of what this sounds like. Let's turn it on, wait for these cars to go past. Right, it all looks pretty cool, all secure. Awesome system that is, so thanks very much Black Widow and you guys there. Really appreciate it. Okay. So yeah, that's sort of just tick over. It's pretty loud. promise you that. So that is awesome. I'll probably ride it with the baffle in, to be fair. Jesus. Yeah, I'll probably ride it with the baffle in, because I went out for a spin the other day and I think I got about 45 minutes into my ride and I was thinking, no, I need earplugs or baffle in. So there we go, Black Widow exhaust, full system exhaust, blue tip carbon can from Black Widow. I honestly recommend this exhaust. It's been fantastic and it looks awesome on the bike. So there we go. Thanks for watching another episode of Shed Talk, and thanks for the guys and girls at Black Widow Exhausts. See you soon.
I'm a product of my granddad's son, hard working hands and a job well done.